Hello students, welcome back to PV Shailaja channel. We have been doing this chapter 5 arithmetic progressions. In the previous sessions and all, I told you about patterns and sequences. Now I am going to tell you the definition of arithmetic progression and the meaning of arithmetic progression, general form of arithmetic progression and all that. Okay, so shall we start? So here we are in subconcept 5.2. First let me tell you the difference between sequence and arithmetic progression. What is the meaning of sequence? In the previous session I told you sequence is nothing but it's a well defined collection of numbers arranged according to a certain rule. That is, sequence means a collection of numbers arranged in a definite order, according to a certain rule or according to a certain law, right? So a collection of numbers arranged in a definite order according to a certain rule or according to a certain law is called as a sequence. Now let me take the sequence of even numbers, that is 2, 4, 6, 8, etc. Okay, so this is the sequence of even numbers. What is the rule followed here? The rule followed here is 2n. Okay, so this is the algebraic formula, or this is the rule by which we can generate the even numbers, right? Then 1 square, what is 1 square? 1. Then 2 square, 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, etc. That is 1, 4, 9, 16. Okay, so this is a sequence of perfect square numbers. This is a sequence of perfect square numbers. That is, what is the algebraic formula to generate these numbers? N square. N square is the algebraic formula to generate these numbers. Similarly, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube 64, 5 cube 125, like this. So the algebraic formula to generate these terms is n cube, isn't it? Let me take some more sequences. Like take for example 3 plus 5 8, 8 plus 5 13, 13 plus 5 18, like this, right? So this is a special sequence. This is a special sequence in which the difference between any term and the previous term is always a constant. Here you see the difference between 8 and 3 is 5, and 13 minus 8 is 5, and again 18 minus 13 is 5, isn't it? So this is a sequence in which the difference between any term and its preceding term is always a constant. One more sequence I will take for example 6, then 6 minus 3, 3, 3 minus 3, 0, 0 minus 3, minus 3, minus 3 minus 3, minus 6. Okay, so again this is also a sequence in which the difference between any term and its preceding term is a constant. That is 3 minus 6, minus 3, 0 minus 3, minus 3, okay, minus 3 minus 0, minus 3, isn't it? So this is again a special sequence. I am calling it as a special sequence here, right? Then next 10, 10, again 10, again 10. This is also a sequence in which the difference between any term and its preceding term is 0. 10 minus 10, 0. 10 minus 10, 0. Isn't it? Have you seen the numbers on the face of a clock? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. up to 12, isn't it? Every 1 hour it increases. First, if it is 1 o'clock, then it is 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, like that, isn't it? So again, this is also a sequence in which the difference between any term and its previous term is a constant. What is that constant? 1, isn't it? So now these are all special sequences I told. These sequences are called arithmetic progressions. This is an arithmetic progression. This is an arithmetic progression. Why? Because the difference between any term and its previous term is always a constant. It's always a constant. So we call this sequence as an arithmetic progression. This is an arithmetic progression. Okay. So here, how do we get the next term? Suppose if I fix this number 3. Suppose if I fix this number 3, if I add 5, I'll get 8. Again, if I add 5, 8 plus 5, I'll get 13, isn't it? So this arithmetic progression is a sequence in which every term is got by adding a fixed number, to its preceding term. Except the first term. We are not adding anything to the first term. First term is always fixed. We are always adding a fixed number to get the next term. Isn't it? So here I am adding the fixed number. What is the fixed number? 5. I am adding here. 3 plus 5, 8. Again 8 plus 5, 13. Like that. Isn't it? So this is an arithmetic progression. Okay. So again here also you see I am adding minus 3 here. What number I am adding? I am adding minus 3. 6 plus minus 3 is 3. Okay. Again 3 plus minus 3 is equal to 0. 0 plus minus 3, minus 3. Okay. So to get the next term, I am adding the fixed number, that is minus 3 to the preceding term. Okay. So what is the definition of arithmetic progression? What is the definition of arithmetic progression? So it is a sequence. In which every term is got by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term. Okay. So now here you see the difference between any term and its previous term is always a constant, I told. What is that constant? 5 here. That constant is called as the common difference. Here the common difference is 5. Okay. And this first term is always denoted by A. So here the first term is 3. Okay. Now if we take this arithmetic progression, here the first term A is 6 and the common difference is what? 3 minus 6, that is minus 3, right? So again here the first term is 10 and the common difference is what? 10 minus 10, 0, right? And here the first term A is equal to 1 and the common difference is what? 2 minus 1, 1, right? So here for this arithmetic progression A is 3, D is 5 and for this A is 6, D is minus 3 and again A is 10, D is equal to 0 and here A is 1, D is equal to 1, right? So now look here, these sequences what I gave you, they are all arranged in a definite order according to a certain rule. But these are all not arithmetic progressions. They are not APs because the difference between any term and its preceding term is not same. 4 minus 2 is 2. Here it is same. Okay, this is an arithmetic progression. 4 minus 2, 2. 6 minus 4, 2. 8 minus 6, 2. Okay. Whereas this is there, no? 1, 4, 9, 16. This is not in AP because the difference between any term and its preceding term is not constant here, right? Again, this is also not an arithmetic progression because the difference is not same. Okay. Hope you all understood the difference between just a sequence and an arithmetic progression. any numbers, any collection of numbers, if it is arranged in a definite order, then it becomes an arithmetic, then it becomes a sequence. But arithmetic progression is a special sequence in which the difference between any term and its preceding term is always a constant. That constant is called as the common difference, right? So now, how do we denote these terms of the arithmetic progression? I'll tell you. Now let me take this simple AP what I have explained to you. 3, 8, 13, 18, etc. Right? So here etc. means what? Here this is an infinite AP. This is an infinite AP. That is, there are so many terms here. It goes on and on. Infinite AP. Whereas this is there, no, etc. up to 12 I have stopped. This is called as finite AP. We can count how many terms are there. Here we cannot count how many terms are there. This is an infinite AP. This is finite AP. Right? So now we call this first term as A, or it can also be called as A1. Right? Second term is A2. Then third is A3. Fourth one is A4, like this. The terms of the arithmetic progression are denoted as A1, A2, A3, etc. Right? And the last term is denoted, that is the nth term is denoted as AN. Nth term is denoted as AN. Okay? So these are the terms of the arithmetic progression, that is A1, A2, A3, A4, etc. up to AN. Okay, this is how we denote the terms of the arithmetic progression. Okay, so now this general form of arithmetic progression is what I am going to explain to you now. Now this is A. Okay, so now A is equal to 3, right? Then you see this A, or it is also called as what? A1, anything you can say. Then this A2 is what? A2 is 8. How do you get this? 8, 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5. That means what? A plus D. A plus D. Next, third one. Third one you see, that is A3. A3 is what? A3 is 13. How do you get this? 3 plus 2 into 5, that is 3 plus 2 into 5, that is A plus 2D. A plus 2D. Just observe here, the first term is A, first term is A, second term is what? A plus 1D. This is A plus 1D. What is the third term? Third term is A plus 2D. A plus 2D, right? So this first term can be written as what? A plus 0D. Okay, so the general form of arithmetic progression is A, A plus D, A plus 2D, etc. A plus 2D, etc. And what will be the last term? If A3 is A plus 2D, then the nth term will be A plus n minus 1 into D. Once again I will explain. The first term is A, that is A plus 0D. Second term is A plus 1D. Third term is A plus 2D. Okay. Therefore, nth term will be A plus n minus 1 into D. One less we should take. Okay. So this is called as general form of arithmetic progression. This is a general form of arithmetic progression. That is, the terms A plus D, A plus 2D, etc., A plus n minus 1 into D is called as the general form of arithmetic progression, where A is called as the first term and D is called as the common difference. D is called as the common difference, right? So this is all about arithmetic progression. Now I'll give you some sequences. You should check whether they are arithmetic progressions or not. Okay, quickly we'll do it, whether they form AP or not. And you also see here the common difference can be positive, or it can be negative, or it can be 0, or it can be 0. Okay. So now in the beginning I'll give rupees 50. I'll give rupees 50 to my child as pocket money. The next I'll increase it to rupees 100 in the next month, and again I'll increase in the next month, that is 150. So in the first month, that is in the first month he got, that is in the month of January he got 50 rupees, then in the month of February he got 100 rupees, and in the month of March 150. So like this I go on increasing, like this I go on increasing his pocket money. I go on increasing his pocket money by 50 rupees. Does it form an arithmetic progression? Yes, it forms an arithmetic progression, because you see this is A. A is rupees 50, and see the common difference. The common difference 100 minus 50. 100 minus 50 is 50. 100 minus 50 is 50. Okay. So one more thing, and here 150 minus 100, that is also 50, isn't it? So the common difference is 50. So this sequence forms an arithmetic progression. And one more thing you should remember here is, if I call this first term A1 as 50, A2 as 100, A3 as 150, like this, then here one thing what you can observe here is the common difference, that is see the common difference A2 minus A1. This is A1, this is A2, this is A3. A2 minus A1 is 50. And again A3 minus A2, A3 minus A2 is equal to 50, isn't it? So every time the common difference is same only. So to get the common difference, either you can do A2 minus A1 or you can do A3 minus A2, provided if we say that it is an arithmetic progression. If I say this is an arithmetic progression, find the common difference. You need not do A2 minus A1, A3 minus A2, A4 minus A3 and all, because in the beginning itself I am telling the given sequence is an arithmetic progression. If I say that the given sequence is an arithmetic progression, then just if you do A2 minus A1, that will give you the common difference. You need not do every time A3 minus A2 and all that. Okay. And one more thing what I would like to tell you is, now I'll say this is an arithmetic progression. Say for example 11 2s are 22, 11 3s are 33. This is an arithmetic progression. What is the first term? What is the common difference? The first term is 11. The common difference is what? A2 minus A1, that is 22 minus 11, that is also 11. Okay. So here the question is what? In the given AP, this is an AP. This is an AP. You should find the You should find the first term and the common difference. That is the question. Suppose if I give you, check whether the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not. Check whether the given sequence is an arithmetic progression and all. You may get a doubt. A2 minus A1 is 50. A3 minus A2 is 50. But what is the guarantee that A10 minus A9 is 50 or not? What is the guarantee that A100 minus A99 is 50 or not? That kind of doubts may arise in your mind. So there is a procedure to check whether the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not. Okay. So now before we go for checking the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not, you should note the nth term of the sequence, isn't it? They would have given the nth term of the sequence. Nth term of the sequence. Nth term of the sequence is 3n plus 5. That is an is equal to 3n plus 5. Is it an arithmetic progression or not? Nth term of the sequence means what? This is the general term. This is the general term. That means what? Using this algebraic formula, you can generate the arithmetic progression terms or the terms of AP. So what is the first term? Put n is equal to 1. 3 plus 5, 8. Put n is equal to 2. 3 2s are 6. 6 plus 5, 11. 3 3s are 9. 9 plus 5, 9 plus 5, 14. So like this you can generate the terms of the arithmetic. You can generate the terms of the sequence. What are the terms of the sequence? 8, 11, 14, like this it goes. So obviously it forms an AP because 11 minus 8 is 3, 14 minus 11 is 3. So the difference is same. So you say that this is an arithmetic progression. But you may get a doubt. What is the guarantee that somewhere we may not get 3? We may not get 3, isn't it? So what you should do here is, I will give you the algorithm. I will give you an algorithm to check whether the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not. Okay. This is the nth term. Nth term. Take the nth term of the sequence. First step it is. In the second step, you find out an plus 1. That means replace n by n plus 1. So 3 of n plus 1 plus 5. So this will be 3n plus 3 ones are 3 plus 5, right? So this is equal to 3n plus 8. In the third step, an plus 1 minus an plus 1 minus an you calculate. That is 3n plus 8 minus of 3n plus 5. Then this is 3n plus 8 minus 3n, minus into plus, minus 5. Then 3n minus 3n will get cancelled. 8 minus 5 is 3. You see that an plus 1 minus an is independent of n. It is independent of n. That means what? It is a constant. It is a constant. Therefore, the given sequence is an arithmetic progression. Okay. These are the steps you should do to check whether the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not. And you always remember that the coefficient of n here is 3. So that will be the common difference. You can make use of this for solving MCQs. That is MCQs they will ask for 20 marks and all. If the given sequence is like this, you need not generate the terms of the AP, just you write the common difference. If they ask you the coefficient of n is equal to 3, so that is the common difference. Okay, one more problem of this type I'll take, and then we'll wind up the session. nth term an, nth term an is equal to 2n minus 5. This is the sequence. This is the sequence what I have defined using the nth term. First procedure is what? Generate the terms of the sequence and check whether it is an AP or not. Now I would like to go by this method. Okay. So here what is an? This is 2n minus 1. Then an plus 1 is equal to 2 of n plus 1 minus 5. Right? Two of n plus 1 minus 5. Replace n by n plus 1. Then this will be 2n plus 2 ones are 2 minus 5. So this is 2n. 2 minus 5 is minus 3. Then what is the third step? An plus 1 minus an. An plus 1 minus an is equal to 2n minus 3 minus of 2n minus 5. Then 2n minus 3 minus 2n, minus into minus is plus 5. So then plus 2n minus 2n will get cancelled. Minus 3 plus 5, that's equal to 2. Okay. So an plus 1 minus an, it is independent of n. It is independent of n means what? It is a constant. It does not contain any term which contains n. Therefore, the given sequence an is equal to 2n minus 5. It is an arithmetic progression. Right? So, and for MCQs, what is the common difference for this given sequence? If they ask, what you should write? The coefficient of n here is 2, isn't it? Therefore, the common difference is equal to 2. You need not do so many steps and all to find the common difference. Okay. So this is how you should find whether the sequence is an AP or not. Hope this definition of arithmetic progression and the general form of arithmetic progression, and to find the first term and the common difference, and to find the nth term of the and to check the given sequence is an arithmetic progression or not. Hope all these things are clear for you. Right? Okay. Thank you all.